Welcome back, everybody. The Chris Salcedo Show here on Newsmax. The Biden administration has apparently removed the last protection for unaccompanied illegal alien children at the border. According to a CBP memo obtained by Just the News, familial DNA testing, the only frontline measure that is supposed to stop fraud and child trafficking, is going to be stopped by Team Biden. Joining me now is Kinney County, Texas Sheriff Brad Coe and Pinal County, Arizona Sheriff and Arizona Senate candidate Sheriff Mark Lamb. Gentlemen, welcome to you both. Mr. Lamb, we're going to begin with you first. 1 in 3 illegal alien adults suspected of bringing in kids who weren't their own. On top of this, the Democrats have lost track of 85,000 illegal alien children. And a whistleblower says that our very own government, under Democrat rule, is delivering illegal alien kids into work and sex slavery, knowingly doing so. It turns the national stomach, but only if the mainstream press would report it, yes?
No, I absolutely agree with you, Chris, and thanks for having me on. That's 100% correct. We need the national media to report the truth of what's going on. How do they not talk about the 85,000 children that are missing? You know, and Sheriff Brad Coe will talk about it too. We deal with kids showing up all the time. My county has predominantly been a county where military-age men come through, and we're now seeing children coming through. It is just unacceptable, though, that as Americans we have lost 85,000 children, and it is highly likely that we put them right back into the hands of the cartels for either the work trade or the sex trade. We don't know.
Well, Sheriff Coe, the Democrats don't seem to give a damn about children's safety. They actually are slamming DNA testing as racist. From the Washington Post, quote, testing asylum seekers for genetic kinship borrows from racist immigration policies of the past. You know, I find the Democrats' obsession with illegal immigration at any cost, even the innocence of a child, I find it repugnant, Sheriff Coe. What about you?
Good afternoon. I feel the same way. You know, Sheriff Lamb's got a good point there. 85,000 kids are just lost to the system. That's not acceptable. And I agree. Our Democrats are probably have something to do with this. You know, of course, there's a quote floating around out there: if we can't win the next election as a Democrat party, we'll import our voters, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Sheriff Lamb, the New York Times, which ran an entire series exposing illegal alien child labor. Now they say revealing of the border crises is, quote, fear-mongering. Here it is. If you're hearing about the border, someone is trying to scare you, the New York Times says. They can't defend these policies, so they have to deny that a crisis is even going on. Sheriff Lamb, can you confirm for the United States of America that there is indeed several border crises happening right now?
I can, and I tried to read that article, but they made me pay for it. I wasn't about to pay for that garbage. But I can tell you, this is what's happening. It's not a scare tactic. They're working with the government to try to downplay what I think is the greatest threat to America. Just yesterday, I was out working with my guys. We had 2 vehicles that were running tandem. We stopped both. They both ran from us, bolted off through the desert. We stopped one of them. 2 guys got out. Ran. We didn't catch the driver or the passenger. And in the car were 2 women, a 4-year-old child, and a guy. And in the other car, we did catch the driver. But this is what we deal with every day. So don't be trying to tell me that it's not going on. I'm here to tell you the media, that article is lying. We're not trying to scare you. We're trying to wake you up to the threat that this is to America.
Well, you know what? All the latte sippers up there in New York, they're actually contemplating rescinding their sanctuary city policy. If it's such a non-emergency, New York Times, why would the folks up in New York be thinking, oh, my gosh, we get a couple of thousand, which, by the way, is one day on the border in Texas. Sheriff Coe, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, he signed a bill to crack down on illegal immigration in his state, including restricting driver's licenses without proof of citizenship, and he's requiring companies to verify the immigration status of their employees. That's E-Verify. According to the reports, these new policies are driving illegal aliens out of the state of Florida in droves. What excuses do you think that Texas has for not passing laws like E-Verify? Is it fair for me, your liberty-loving Latino, to say that the Texas House Republican leadership supports the Democrats' historic illegal immigration push?
I think you've got a good point there. Like Sheriff Lamb said, we're dealing with this day in and day out. But until the state of Texas stands up and says we're going to use E-Verify, no Social Security benefits, no food stamp benefits, no driver's license, we're just going to be stuck in that same vicious circle.
Sheriff, both of you sheriffs, men of the law standing up for the American people, where so many of these elected leaders are selling us out. Sheriff Brad Coe and Sheriff Mark Lamb, thank you very much. Appreciate the time. Speaking of Florida.